Start prepping, you're going to have some hard questions to ask yourself. Are you prepping for yourself, for your family, for your neighbors and other people that need help? And as you keep prepping, I think these questions become easier to answer because the initial fear or worries that you have when you start prepping, they become smaller as you become prepared for situations. And that is the beauty and the joy of prepping, is you become comfortable with being uncomfortable. And what it also does is it gives you the opportunity and the gift of being able to help other people in need. And that's what Brooklyn Preppers video is all about, with his People in Need boxes, which is a fantastic idea. If you haven't watched the video, definitely do that. When it comes to what I'm going to talk about today, it's skills. And these skills are not only going to be skills that will help you with your preps, but they may save your life, your family's life, or someone else you care about, or some innocent bystander that you might see on your walk with life. So first, we'll talk about medical training, specifically EMT training. You can get this at your local community college. You could be a volunteer fireman or police officer, and they'll teach you this stuff for free. But this skill is not only going to teach you how to identify and address and give some quick aid treatment to someone who's having a critical medical emergency, but these skills, if they're applied correctly, can keep someone alive long enough for the EMTs to arrive or them to get to the hospital, which is absolutely important because most people, studies have shown, have medical emergencies when they're near their family. And it's because we spend a lot of time with our families, but also a large amount of medical emergencies happen during the holidays just because of the stress and all the extra traveling we're doing. Being there and having the skills to save your family or a neighbor or someone that you care about is something that is a lifelong skill that every prepper should know, and will definitely make a big difference in your ability to help people in need. Secondly is martial arts. Being able to handle yourself, being confident in your surroundings, and being able to protect yourself and the people near you. Maybe it's you're at a gas station and there's someone who's belligerent and you just want to keep your family safe or yourself safe. However, maybe it's a situation too where you see someone who's relatively defenseless, maybe a mother and a child who are at a gas station and some belligerent dick is trying to push people around and threatening their safety. Well, you think maybe this would never happen. I've seen it so many times. It happened to me last week. And what do? You don't have to get involved, but having the skills and being confident with yourself allows you to say, you know what, I'm going to stick around. I'm going to make sure that they're safe. I'm going to make eye contact with them and this other person to let them know that I see them, I acknowledge them, and that if they are in need, I will help them. And having those skills not only helps you feel better as a human being, but it benefits society. And you would love it if your wife and your children were alone at a gas station and someone was threatening them, that a good person would be there to render aid if needed. The last two are going to be skills that will help you, but also help you secure and take care of your own family, as well as give you an opportunity to do more for other people. Learning how to grow your own food. Having seeds. Learning how to take those seeds from your crops and share them. As times get tougher, or as people start realizing that food prices increase very fast and they may not be able to afford the same amount of food at grocery stores that they normally could, you can teach a person how to take care of their own food as well as provide for their family and then help others. This is the old parable. You can give a man a fish and feed him for a day, or teach a man to fish and feed him for a lifetime. And taking these times to learn how to farm and just grow your own produce, whether it's on a small city lot or on a larger lot. But you'll be able to not only take care of your family, but provide food to people who need it, as well as if you know people who are having financial hardship. Maybe they're going to be in financial hardship most of their lives because they choose to live a life where they're doing something that helps people instead of making them, large amounts of money. But you teach them these skills that you learned through prepping on how to grow food, how to take the seeds, how to can and preserve those foods. That skill will definitely help people in need. Lastly is personal security. Knowing how to defend yourself with weapons or hardening your home. And again, you'd think that maybe you'd never have to do this. However, I can tell you from my personal experience, because I've become prepared and people around me have noticed that I'm prepared and able to defend myself and my family, when situations happen where innocent people are confronted with a situation where they witness a crime and now they're a target for violent action because those criminals don't want them to testify, or there's a stalker who is interested in one of your friend's wives or daughters and they don't know how to react or how to take care of them and they're frantic for help, you can help them harden their home. You can help them learn how to use a firearm, help them find the right one, become confident in protecting their family just like you've become confident in protecting your own. Now, all these skills are fantastic to know, to learn, and just great things to think about if you haven't already implemented them in your preps. But also, they're all a secondary source of income if your family would ever come into hard times yourself. Like I said, the EMT2 status, easy to get. A lot of times they're paying $15 to $20 an hour, part-time and full-time for these people that come help out in the emergency rooms. The martial arts. If you learn how to do martial arts and become proficient, you can help teach other people, whether it's churches, community groups. You can make money, and even if it's part-time, you can make $200 to $300 a week just helping out, or even going to a dojo and becoming a part-time employee there. Also, with growing your own food, you can sell your own food. You can train people. There's a lot of different things that you can do in your community where that will actually provide you extra income for your family. And as well as learning how to defend yourself and home hardening, there's a specific market for that too. And there's thousands and thousands of people who are confronted with crime and don't know where to go because the police, they say, if someone tries to hurt you, call us. And that's the end of it. But there's so many things that we know as people who are prepared that you can do to protect your home to allow the people who are in need time to be able to call the police and prepare to protect their families. Well, I hope this has given you some good ideas for your preps. It definitely has improved my life and made me feel more secure and confident in the people I care about, making sure they're safe, as well as teaching me the skills where I can actively become a positive person in my community and help those people in need, those daughters and children of good people who are without help and need it. Stay strong, keep prepping.